Engagement, engagement, engagement. And no, I'm not talking about Jennifer Lopez. No, my lovely listeners, today's episode is all about the holy grail for small business owners and large organisations alike. A lovely, juicy, engaged community, not only consuming your content, but doing stuff off the back of it. And even better still, sharing it. Want to know the secret? Coming closer. Hello, I am Hilary, and this is the Everyday Storyteller, a show for women with something to say. Okay, so it's not really a secret. The answer is storytelling, obviously. The episode title kind of gave it away. But why are stories so powerful when it comes to building an engaged audience? Well, back in the day of cavemen and women, we would sit around our cosy caves and tell stories that helped us deal with the dread of life and struggle to survive. I mean, no Wi-Fi, can you even imagine? We use stories to imagine what could happen in the future and start to prepare for it. Something that no other mammal is capable of. Amazing, isn't it? Thousands of years later, stories take on the same purpose in our world. And as storytellers, it's our role to help our audience see a brighter future for themselves, a future full of possibilities and a clear understanding of what they need to do to get there. Do that and your audience will be hooked. What's more, once they've achieved that future, with your help of course, they'll be wanting to shout about it from the rooftops, and so the cycle continues. Plus, nobody wants to feel alone. We actively seek people who share our views, and we find solace in knowing we're not the only ones going through something. Storytelling is an opportunity to connect with your audience on a deeper, more emotional level that speaks to their inner fears and gives them a sense of belonging. Being vulnerable in your stories sparks conversation, encourages others to do the same. Want some tips for showing how to use stories to engage and grow your podcast audience? Well, here you go. Tip number 1, find your story. Identify your key message and purpose. Think about what your audience care most about, not just what you think is interesting. Look at what problems they're looking to solve and use this to create an engaging and compelling story that resonates with them. Tip number 2. Spend the time to figure out your hook. You've literally only got a couple of seconds to make impact. Drama and emotion are great for this. Why not share a time something went epically wrong to create intrigue and a desire to listen on? Tip 3. Use anecdotes and examples to bring your stories to life. Avoid listing facts and figures and instead use real-life examples to show your audience what you mean and how this can help them. That's not to say don't include data in your content if it's relevant. Cleverly placed data can often boost credibility, but tell it in a story way that will pique the interest of your average client. Tip number 4, collaborate with other storytellers. Work with other content creators, storytellers, small business owners to reach new audiences and connect with like-minded people who share similar stories and experiences. And finally, tip number 5. This is the main one for me. Be yourself. Sharing stories is a chance to let your audience get to know the real you. So talk how you usually talk. Be genuine, be honest, be authentic. A little bit of humour never goes amiss. Audience appropriate, of course, but it is about connecting with the real you, and this is how it's going to help you build a truly engaged audience. Thanks for listening.